welcome back to the Evelyn Adore channel with me, Evelyn, here as usual, and a huge thanks to each and every single one of you for your love and support. This week it's time to get a little bit celebratory because this week marks my 100th week here on YouTube and my 100th full-length video for you all, my wonderful friends. So it's about time to get some celebrating done. And as you can probably no doubt see from the absolute craziness behind me, my friends, at Adore Towers at the moment, everything is a bit upside down because my wonderful husband and I are finally getting to renovate and decorate our gorgeous home. Because it's a new build, my friends, we had to wait at least 3 years so that the house would settle before we could paint and decorate. And we are well into that now. And I'm so excited to say that this decorating means that I'm finally getting my very own little craft and sewing room. Very, very exciting times, my friends. So with that in mind, I've been checking out all of my fabric stash, and let's be honest, I did not realise quite how much of a fabric addiction I have. But yes, it's a little bit crazy. I don't know how many meters it is, but it's a little bit insane. So to celebrate this week, I'm finally going to open and unbox and use for the very, very first time a brand new sewing machine that my husband got me for last Christmas. Yes, because if you've been following me for any amount of time, my friends, you'll know that this year has been rather tumultuous. So no time like the present to get that new sewing machine out and running. I'm really excited, but a little bit apprehensive about this, my friends, because this will be the first time ever I've used a digital sewing machine, let alone owned one myself. So wish me luck, my wonderful friends. And do you know what? It's not even midday here and it's this dark. I've had to put on the lights in the house because currently it's terribly foggy here in the Scottish Highlands. But we're going to keep going and keep doing it. I'm going to unbox that sewing machine. So without further ado, my wonderful friends, grab yourself a cuppa, and if you haven't done so already, come on over and follow me on Instagram and hit that subscribe button. But come on, let's go and find that sewing machine in amongst all this decorating craziness. Let's go. Okay, my friends, so yes, the house is currently looking a bit crazy while we're sorting everything out and moving everything around. But here is where the sewing machine is, and it's lived here for about a year. So it's definitely time to get it unpacked. And literally all I've done is undo the tape on the top and have a look in the top. And so it's about time that I get this machine out. So as I say, it's the first digital machine I've ever owned. So let's see how this goes. And you're also getting a little bit of a sneak peek of my next few Minerva brand ambassador projects as well, which you can see over on my Minerva sewing blog. But without further ado, let's unbox this baby, shall we? Wish me luck. After getting help from the husband to get this monster downstairs, because he won't let me lift anything, bless him, I found out that this sewing machine is by far the lightest machine that I have ever owned and used, and happily, I can lift it myself. It's the little wins, my friends, but now it's time to unpack that box. Here's the warranty information and a really handy stitch guide. And it's also really nostalgic for me too, because some of these stitches are incredibly similar to those on my nanny's sewing machine, the first machine I ever used, where to change the stitch you had to change a cog in the top of the machine. So nostalgic. And a nice cover, which I'm super happy about because as soon as my little craft and sewing room is ready and sorted, I can have all of my machines set up ready to sew and covered safely. No more dusting. And really important, the manual. Now let's get that machine unboxed. And for the first time since my husband bought me this machine an entire year ago, the box is empty. the power lead and foot control are separate rather than integrated as with my other machines. And after struggling it out of lots of polystyrene, here is my new machine. And inside the sewing table are all the goodies: machine feet, bobbins, needles and such. Leads plugged in, it's time to switch this machine on for the very first time. Before I do anything though, my friends, it's time to read that manual, which is made particularly difficult when you have a crazy beagle in the house. But persevere I did, my friends, because I wanted to make sure that I knew all about this machine before I even attempted to thread it and sew on it. Christopher Columbus I am not. Please give me a map. Reading the manual, my friends, I am pleasantly surprised to say that it seems to be pretty straightforward. Definitely seems doable for me. I was a little bit overwhelmed when I first bought this machine because, as I've said previously, it's the first digital machine I've ever used. But what a relief. I am definitely thinking that I can manage this. Let's find out. So, manual all read and kind of digested, my wonderful friends. It's time to give that machine a go. And to do that, I've grabbed some plain cotton fabric and this gorgeous orange coloured cotton so that you can see those stitches really well on the fabric. Wish me luck. Let's see how long it takes for me to thread this up the very first time. Let's go. Okay, so first things first, let's attempt to thread a bobbin. Oh, these bobbins are so clean. It's like brand new plastic. Gorgeous. The time it's going to take me is actually just getting the thread inside the bobbin. Gotcha. Okay. one for bobbin. Some scissors. That didn't take me any longer than my other machine. This is just the time it takes to get the cotton through the actual bobbin. Useful. Right, next up, let's install the bobbin actually into the machine. So this new machine has all these little features, including an actual bobbin cover release button here. I mean, that's just crazy. And there's another spare bobbin in there, so let's take that out. I think the only reason that this is taking me longer is because my dexterity is a little bit bad today, but in all honesty, this machine is so easy to use so far. So with this bobbin, with my other brother machine, there's only one little place that you need to put the cotton. With this, there's three. The cotton goes through here, and then down through here. So I'll pop the bobbin in and then I'll take a picture to show you exactly what it looks like when it's installed, and I'll let you know how long it took. Okay, so installing that took literally 2 seconds, and actually the third point here isn't a place where the thread needs to pass through, it's actually a cutter to cut off the excess bobbin thread. How clever is that? So next up, it's time to replace that cover, and then let's see how long it takes to thread the upper threader. Keep your fingers crossed for me, my friends, because this is going so incredibly easily. So I've removed all the packing tape off of the new machine, and now it's time to give it a go with threading. So I'm going to thread it and time how long it takes me to get the thread through the upper workings of the machine and to the point where I thread the needle. This will give me a more accurate representation of how quick this machine is to thread, because it's usually the time that it takes me to thread the needle that takes the longest. And yes, my friends, if you know this machine, you'll know it does have its own threader right here. There it is. I've never used one of these before, so I'm not going to use it now because it will not give me an accurate representation of how quick this is to thread, because this is going to probably take me a while to work out. So let's just see how quick it takes to get up to the point where I thread that needle. Let's go. I'm gonna have to like move around the tripod here. No way. Okay, I'm sold. So now all I've got to do is thread that needle. So I'm going to do that off camera because I need to get right in there to be able to do it. But how quick was that? It's going to be even quicker once I worked out how to use this, but I'm not going to stress myself out trying to learn that today. But how amazing does this machine look? Right, I'm going to get that needle threaded, and then it's time to give this baby a whirl. I'm so excited about this. Let's give it a try. So my friends, I'm almost ready to sew, and as you can see, I have my manual just here handy so that if I need to consult it at any time I can. And that is another top tip, my friends. Make sure that you have your machine manual to hand, because even if you've been using your machine for a while, it can be great to be able to put your hands on it when you need it. So I'm going to leave the tension on the regular tension of 4 as the manual suggests, and looking at it, I've pulled my bobbin thread up by pulling my hand wheel towards me, so that bobbin thread is now up out of the bobbin case and it's up onto the machine. And looking at the display here, I'm going to simply select stitch 1, which is just a normal straight stitch, and we'll have a go with that first. So to do that, I'm supposed to press this. Let's try it. it did something. Did you hear that? Right, okay. So that says it's on 01, which is a usual stretch stitch. Now, what I need to do next is change these values, which denote the length of the stitch and the width of the stitch. So to do that, what I need to do is move this little line that's underneath currently the stitch selector to here, which is my stitch width. So because we're on a straight stitch, we don't need to worry about that, we just need to worry about this. So currently my stitch length is 2.5 millimeters. So let's just give it a go like that, shall we? This is very, very exciting, and I'm getting all tongue-tied and all, oh goodness me. Right, let's just get some sewing done. Let's do it. So my friends, it's threaded. I have my cotton fabric. Okay, let's just try it, shall we? Let's just try it. Okay. So I'm going to lower my presser foot and I'm going to have a go at stitching. Wow, okay. Check this out. Perfect stitching first time. The tension is great. I'm actually really happy right now. So what I'm going to do is sew a sampler of sorts on here, having a go at changing things like stitch length and stitch type, and then I'm also going to press this lovely button here which changes from regular stitches to all the embroidery stitches that it does, and I'm going to create a sampler of sorts. I've got my manual here if I need it, so check back with me in a minute, my friends. So my wonderful friends, after having this gorgeous machine for a year without unboxing it, it's finally out of its box, and what can I tell you, I absolutely love this machine. If you are looking to get a digital machine, my friends, but not wanting to spend a lot of money, this was about £100. Yes, £100. Definitely go for it. The amount of stitches and the amount of applications that this machine is going to be great for, my friends, it blows my mind. Now, to see more information on this machine and others in my collection, my friends, check out my sewing machine video. I'll pop a card above. But until next week, I need to go and get my hands dirty again and do some more painting and decorating. Cannot wait to show you and reveal to you guys the new sewing room that I'm creating currently. But until next week, my friends, you know the drill. Stay safe, take care, bye.